Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. My name is Eric, and I'm from the Ringside Rundown podcast. And in today's video, I'm going to be delivering our predictions for WWE Crown Jewel Perth. And I say our predictions because not only are you going to hear my perspective on the show, you're going to also hear what my co-host Shay Hickson has to say and what her predictions are as well for Crown Jewel. So sit down, grab your snacks, get excited. Here it is, our predictions for Crown Jewel Perth. Now, before we get into today's video, I have to do the customary YouTube thing and tell you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to continue to see uploads of videos and content that we have of the Ringside Rundown podcast. We usually drop an episode every week, and we drop an episode on YouTube as well as all podcast platforms. So you can find this on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, Audible, iHeartRadio, and many other platforms out there that listens to podcasts. And if you don't have a platform that you use to listen to podcasts, you can always find it here on the YouTube channel. Full episodes of the podcast is available. And not only that, but I also do watch-alongs of various wrestling shows throughout the week. Catch me live on Twitch, twitch.tv/ringside rundown every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday for some wrestling action, whether it's WWE Raw, SmackDown, AEW Dynamite, or Collision. I am online watching the show, so come along and watch with us and have some fun. All right, so first match I want to talk about for the show is Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight match. This is pretty much a continuation of the action that we saw happen at Clash in Paris, where even though Roman got the win, he didn't look like it as he was stretchered out of the building and left to the French hospital to recover. And now we see him come back and want to extract some revenge against not only the Vision as a whole, but also Bronson Reed for what Bronson Reed did to him, such as all of those tsunamis he took while he was on that stretcher board. So I'm definitely looking forward to this match and looking forward to the carnage that they can complete, I guess you could say, but I don't expect it to be much of a street fight heavy situation. Maybe a lot of weapons will be used, but not so much carnage where they're going to be leaving the ring a lot of times and action will be spilling other places throughout the arena. It's a pretty big arena, so it's interesting to see how they're going to play that out. Now, as far as who's going to win, it is very interesting. I would say normally Bronson Reed will probably pick up the win in these situations, but in my eyes, I think WWE is trying to reestablish Roman Reigns as the tribal chief, the OTC1. They want to get him back to that prominence he once had many years ago before WrestleMania 40. So with that said, I am going to be going with Roman Reigns picking up the win in the Australian street fight. Let's see what my co-host Shay Hickson had to say for this match. This will be an interesting one, especially with the added stipulation of it being a street fight. These two met at Clash in Paris back in August, with Reigns getting the win. This time, though, I think they should give it to Bronson. He's clearly shown he can rise to the occasion, and it helps that he'll be in his home country. Reigns winning again won't do anything to help further the story, nor will it help further establish Bronson as a legit main event player. Plus, Reigns losing really doesn't hurt him all that much. So I think they're going to give Bronson his time to shine. Winner, Bronson Reed. All right, next match on the card is the Kabuki Warriors taking on Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. I'm actually very excited for this match because the situation between Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors is my favorite storyline going in WWE right now because it is so relatable. We've all been in situations where we had friends going in two opposite paths and we kind of feel torn in the middle, and that's what Io Sky is going through. Not only that, but the entertaining part is Kairi Sane and how she's dealing with the manipulation and the gaslighting of Asuka. This storyline is fantastic, and I'm glad that fans are really loving it as well. As far as the winners of the match, I gotta go with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Individually, they're complete packages as professional wrestlers. Gotta see what it's like as the tag team because the Kabuki Warriors are the more experienced tag team, but I think their abilities overshadow that and they can actually get the job done. Not only that, but the previous match, I said Bronson Reed was gonna eat the pin from Roman Roman Reigns, and you don't want to send the Australian fans home dissatisfied and unhappy that their home country heroes did not get the win. So I definitely think they're going to give the win to Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Here's what my co-host Shay Hickson had to say about this match. This could be a sneaky contender for match of the night. Either way, it should be at least a good match considering all of the talent involved. The storyline between all of these ladies has been compelling for TV for a while now. Asuka and Io have been at each other's throats, seemingly because of Rhea, while poor Kairi is getting roped in as collateral damage. I would have given Asuka and Kairi a chance, especially with how great they work as a team, but there's one tiny problem. Crown Jewel is in Rhea's home country of Australia. She's easily going to get one of the biggest reactions of the night, and I doubt they'll have her and Io lose here. I'll be interested to see what Kairi does in this match, especially since she's been playing the conflicted role of friend perfectly. But regardless, Rhea and Io will come away with the win. Winners, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. All right, next up on the card for Crown Jewel Perth is a very special match. It is John Cena taking on AJ Styles for one last time. I am very excited about this match, and I honestly think this is going to be the match that is going to have people talking about the show for weeks, maybe months, years to come, because it is one final time between AJ Styles and John Cena. And not only that, John Cena, his time in WWE is dwindling down to almost nothing left. December is almost around the corner if you think about it, and we're gonna have to come to terms with not having John Cena around WWE for the foreseeable future. So I am definitely looking forward to this match. As far as a winner, this one's kind of hard to predict. I honestly think John Cena is the type of person that he doesn't really care either way if he wins or loses. He just wants to have a good performance and give something for the fans to talk about. So I could either see it going either way, John Cena or AJ Styles. I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset at all if either or wins. I'm just looking forward to a good match, but if I had to pick a winner, I'm taking the easy route and I'm going John Cena. When it comes to John Cena versus AJ Styles, this is what my co-host Shay Hickson had to say. This is going to be a fantastic match, as most people would expect. If only WWE remembered that too, as the build-up for this has been abysmal. It's just a shame that Cena's retirement tour has been fumbled as badly as it has been. While Triple H has some major wins creatively, he's had some major misses, and this is one of them. It'll go down as a huge blight on his corporate career, but hey, at least TKO is making money. Anyway, Cena and Styles are going to tear the house down. We'll see the greatest hits from both, and it'll be great. I'm going to give this one to Cena, even though it sadly won't get the sour taste out of our mouths over how he's been booked for most of the year. Winner, John Cena. All right, so next matched up is for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship, and it is between Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer taking on WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. I honestly think this one might be a good match. I can't tell you who I think is to give the advantage to, but I am excited to see these two go at it. I understand that Tiffany Stratton, the lesser experienced of the two, is probably under a microscope, and people are going to be judging her based on this performance, but I do think she has all the tools put together to have a good performance out there. And Stephanie Vaquer is a pro's pro. She's just a fantastic professional wrestler, and she's very much thriving in the WWE, and it shows. As far as a winner for the match, I'm going to go with Stephanie Vaquer. I think she's just slightly edging Tiffany in terms of popularity with the fans, and this will give her more credibility, and also maybe use it as a way to show other international stars out there that might be free agents that, hey, if you come to the WWE, you're going to be treated right. So my choice as a winner for this match is Stephanie Vaquer. Here's what my co-host had to say about the Stephanie Vaquer-Tiffany Stratton match. This one is a pretty easy pick for me. Stephanie is winning, and it's not even close. It's clear that WWE sees her as a massive rising star, so her losing to Tiffany would make no sense at all. On top of that, I'm still not sold on Tiffany's reign, and at this rate, I'm probably never going to be. She's honestly become a bit of an afterthought, especially when all eyes are on Stephanie right now. While a win would help Tiffany, it wouldn't help anyone else. Stephanie's taking the Crown Jewel Championship here. Winner, Stephanie Vaquer. Main event of the show will be for the men's crown jewel championship, and it'll be between world heavyweight champion Seth Rollins and WWE undisputed champion Cody Rhodes. Now this one is a rivalry built up ever since Cody returned to the WWE, and we've seen that chronicled in video packages all throughout WWE programming for the past couple weeks that were excellent done and very enjoyable, and it really shows the history between both men as once enemies, then friends, than enemies. Now, as far as the winner of this match, it's very easy to tell for me because the numbers game is what plays a factor here. Numbers. Cody is 3-0 against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has never defeated Cody Rhodes, but I think that's going to change come Crown Jewel Perth. Not only that, but the numbers do favor Seth Rollins as he has Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman. Well, Cody has Randy Orton, but is Randy Orton going to be there? We don't know. Perth is a very far distance, so not everyone is going to travel there. Will Cody have somebody in his corner to watch his back? Because you can guarantee that there are going to be some shenanigans in this match. With that said, I'm going with the numbers, and I'm picking Seth Rollins, who has not defeated Cody Rhodes, but I think his number is due, and he has the backing of the Vision to help him do so. Now let's see what my co-host Shay Hickson had to say. These two are going to put on a great match to no one's surprise. They have quite the history, with Rollins yet to beat Cody one-on-one. There is a lot that can happen here, and you can almost guarantee we'll be seeing some shenanigans. Braun and or Bronson will surely show up in some capacity, but we'll also need to watch out for Randy Orton. He's been eyeing Cody's championship for a minute now, so will Crown Jewel be the night he finally turns and goes after that title? I think so. Randy is going to strike and cost Cody the match, then turn his attention to the undisputed WWE Championship winner, Seth Rollins. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our predictions for WWE Crown Jewel Perth. Now, make sure you tune into the podcast on the next episode while we recap all the action so you know who had the most correct predictions, me or Shay. That's kind of a little competition that we have going on in the podcast, so definitely want to check that out. Once again, the podcast is available all across the board on all podcast platforms and YouTube, so check it out. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and do all the customary things we need you to do to spread the word of the Ringside Rundown podcast. Not only that, but check us out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ringside Rundown, where I do a live watch long of shows like Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, AEW Dynamite, and AEW Collision. Until then, guys, thank you for watching this video and take care.